Right, I'm gonna do a small video here. I have recently switched my off-spec retribution, well, recently about an hour ago I think. Of course I still have my protection spec somewhere on there. But yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm kind of setting up my weakauras for my retribution spec. Now, the first problem that I really had is my holy power bar that I normally use from Quartz doesn't really work with retribution because what basically happened was the 6.0.2 patch hit, and back then there was still some talk about Inquisition for retribution, and yeah, it actually had a power bar module for Quartz that tracked your Inquisition duration or your holy power, but it's one module, so now it tries to track Inquisition and it just, well, doesn't work. So if I try to activate that, it just well, stops working and I can use it for anything. So I had to go in weakauras, make a holy power bar. That's actually just this area here on my screen that you can see. It's nowhere near final yet. I'm just saying I'm working on this, and through the video I'll just I've done a few things already, like putting this basic holy power bar there, adding some icons for my offensive abilities, my generators basically, and I'm just gonna basically get a bit more details with that. Anyway, let's start with this holy power bar. I'm gonna hide this one real quick if this wants to work out. Yeah, okay, so holy power bar. That's this bar in the middle. I mean Merb Red Hopo. And basically what I wanted to do, if you can see, I'm just gonna smack this real quick. See, it just it's a power bar now with a number here, and it just fills up gradually depending on how many holy power I have. But it doesn't look very pretty. So I want this to look a bit better. I want it to look a bit glazed like these power bars. I think that's a blizzard bar that I need to use for that. And I'm also make sure that I have a nice border around it, like actually on my cast bar. I want to be a bit similar to my cast bar. See, like this. It has like a tiny border around it, and I just want it to look like that. Anyway, let's get to that. So, holy power. First thing I need to do here, I think, is my background color. Yeah, you can stop attacking. My background color. I'm gonna make that. Oh, not that black. I'm gonna make it a bit more black. Let's see. Is this somewhat the same? A tiny bit more. This should be fine, I think. Yeah, this should be okay. What do we want added to that then? We don't need an icon. The text here, I'm just gonna leave that there for now because I kind of like it. And then let's see, is it Panto bar? I just, it's a bit annoying that I can't read that. No, it's definitely not Panto bar. Panto bar is the thing I have here. Anyway, let's see what else do we have. Just this one maybe? Just Blizzard? This looks a bit similar. Looks quite similar. I think this is it. Okay, this should be it. I'm gonna find out how to do a border around it then. So, stop attacking. Then we can see, where is this? Left text is off, right text. Here's a border. I know I didn't just scroll over it. I'm just checking out what other options I have here. Right. Yeah, I had to put this a tiny bit off center because I disabled the icon, and it still counts the room as the icon as the width for the thing, so I had to put it a bit off center to have actually in the center. Anyway, border. Let's see. How are we going to go about this? I want this border offset to be. What is this border? I can't really see. Okay, so this is basically how this border works. It's kind of stupid. How's this? Yeah, this is what I need. This is what I need. So if I put this around like this, it looks nice, I think. See if it just does just too big, but if I just put it smaller and smaller and smaller, then I have this border here. I think this looks fine. I'm gonna try it out. Right, so I smack this. I'm not sure about it. It's a very narrow border. I'm gonna see if I can make it wider. Just getting out of combat real quick. let's see, Merb, red, hopo, border offset, border size. This may be it if I put this on 20. And then make the offset 5. That should be a bit thicker. I think this is gonna look better. Yeah, I think this is better. Not sure about the color here because it's very light and you can see it messes about a bit with a few other tools. And I'll see if I can change that. Just selecting a few random borders and see how they work for my setup. Yeah, this one always pops up. It's basically my rate cooldown add-on, and well, my rate cooldown weakauras, and it's a bit annoying. Anyway, holy power. If I put that instead of Blizzard tooltip, none. Yeah, I don't want not a border. Achievement. What's this? Yeah, no, we're not gonna use that. Blizzard chat. This looks similar to Blizzard dialogue. Party. No, party is stupid. Tooltip. I'm just gonna see Raven double gray. Hey, this actually looks quite nice. Gonna make this a bit bigger to see how it actually. Oh, that. I like the rounded edges a lot for the Blizzard tooltip thingy. Raven double white is basically the same as double gray, except it's well white rounded here. Let's see, how big is this? Right, I may have to like fiddle with this a bit. If I make it a bit more like narrow, like 16. Let's see, 16. And then I can lower the offset as well. And then I have still a very nice thick border. But it's kind of a too light color to compare with this yellow here I put in here. So I'm gonna. What the hell did I get buried? Yeah, I got buried on in front of the mob, of course. Anyway, see if I can find one of these, but then a lighter color. Like that was Raven rounded, I think, right? Let's see. Raven rounded. Can I change the? I can't really change the about that. I'm just gonna go with the Blizzard tooltip. I think this is still the best one. I'm just gonna make it a tiny bit thicker and maybe offset a bit larger. Yeah, a bit larger. There we go. 6. This seems to look nice. Just gonna make sure it's not. Yeah, I need to put it a bit more up since the border is so thick. It kind of interferes with my cast bar, and I'm gonna have to move all these as well. I'll get to these in a moment. By the way, I haven't really talked about those yet, but they're pretty nice, I think. If I put this in 18, how does this work out with my cast bar? Just gonna go this. Yeah, it needs to go a bit more up. I'm just keeping count. I put it up 4 now. 4 pixels up basically. Yeah, this should be fine. And then I'm gonna, oops. Then I'm just gonna talk about these in the middle of my screen here. Basically, what I did is I just made a progress bar for each ability, and if it fills up, the icon pops up. I'm just gonna show you guys how it works real quick. Basically, I have a valid target. I can use Judgment, I can use Crusade Strike, I can use Exorcism. Judgment is gonna pop up here. Crusade Strike pops up. Basically, that's how it works. Like if the ability is usable, it pops up. As you can see, Hammer of does not show. It really should show now. That's a problem. See if I can do this. Yeah. If I have my wings up, it does show, but I need to make a separate trigger for that to make sure it shows. And I just have to go and click off my wings real quick. Sanctified Wrath. There, so that's gone. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep spending some holy power, see if I can get proc again. Oh yeah, it does that. Let's try that as well. My 4-piece basically. There. Okay, now it did pop up. That was fine. That was still okay. Maybe the cooldown wasn't ready or something. I'm just gonna keep filling it with it a bit until okay, this is perfect. That's okay, so it works. That's the thing I need to worry about. Now the position of these, as you can see, I also made this like a gradient of the colors for my progress bars, just because, well, I like that. Anyway, I need to put it at 76. This is just a bit of drone work, so this is going to be 182. No, 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 no. This was 184, so this one needs to be 134. Where is it? 180, this becomes 176. This correct, right? Yeah, they move up, so that's fine. We're gonna do all the timer bars first, because else you have this annoying jumping of the screen and, well, just paint. Yeah, see if I do this. Don't happen now, but if I go from my icon to this, basically it just goes to everywhere, and that's not fun. 134. Enter. This one is 138 still. This should be 134. And this is 134 as well. As you can see, I kind of spaced them out a bit. The icons were 30 wide, so I just made a space of 2 pixels between each, basically. So my Crusader Strike is 16 off center. Then you have, of course, the width of my Crusader Strike icon, which is 30. And then you have a space of 2, and then you end up at minus 48, and then you have my Hammer of Wrath. And that's basically how my rotational abilities should work. So I'm just gonna poke about this real quick. Let's see, is this okay? I think they could possibly go up a tiny bit more, because, well, I have this border, and that kind of takes up some space. You can see if I will use exorcism. It takes a while before it becomes visible. Same with judgment, Crusader Strike, same with Hammer of Wrath, and those are just things I don't really want. So I'm gonna put it up. I'm actually gonna see what I can do to just, if I take this one and I show this one, then I can cleanly see the edge at the bottom. So then I just go to my Y offsets. If I put it 2 more pixels up, does this end up at the edge? Let me see. If I put 1 more, yeah, I'm gonna go at 172, I think. No, that was wrong. 174 it should be. Yeah, these should all be 174, and then the icons can go up a pixel as well. There we go. And then all the icons. I should probably do this in a group, but to be honest, I really don't have too much experience with those things, so I'm just slaving away like this. Should be fine. It's not that much work. My rotation abilities should be done now. So what are the next things I want to track? What I really want to know is when I should use Divine Storm over my Final Verdict. Basically, in a single target situation, that happens when you have, of course, the Final Verdict buff up. As you can see, it increases damage of your next Divine Storm by 100%. And what I also need to have proc before I can use it on single target is this ability. To basically have it deal 25% more damage and deal basically have it deal 50% more damage and consume no holy power. So those are 2 things I really want to track. What's another thing I want to track is my 4-piece. Is my 4-piece? Yeah. So after my next Hammer of Wrath, my next exorcism generates 3 holy power. So I'm gonna put that, as you can see, I have this exorcism button here. Yeah, you can show, please, and you can unshow. And what I want to do that is about exorcism, so it's on the right hand side. So I want it around here somewhere. That I have that buff that makes my exorcism get myself 3 holy power. On the left hand side here, I don't really need anything here. I mean, I have my notification for Hammer of Red over here. I may like add a sound to this proc though. If my 2-piece procs, like if I spend holy power then I can use Hammer of Red, then I just have a sound pop up. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that because it pops up here. You have like the shiny stuff over here. That should be fine, honestly. I'm mostly gonna be looking over here anyway, at least when I'm not raid leading, because this is where I want to keep my eyes, like at my feet. I don't want to stand in poo, so I have to keep an eye on my feet, and that's why I put all this stuff like nicely below my character, and that way I can nicely keep track of that. That's the whole reason I actually use weakauras, so I can keep my eyes centralized and weight range and stuff a bit, instead of having to go and glance over here all the time. These are my armor potions from protection spec, these can go out. Anyway, so final verdict and empowered divine storm will go here, and my exorcism, my 4-piece will go here. What else do I need to track? My execution sentence cooldown and my avenging wrath cooldown. Those two. And then I have stuff like divine protection, speed of flight, and divine shield, but I actually already have weakauras for that. I just need to find them. Just give me a moment. Malaikas, that's my priest. Merb. Here, bubble. See, this is my bubble group. That's basically, yeah, that's one of the things I actually downloaded. Well, downloaded, copy pasted, and I'm just gonna make that load when I am on retribution as well, and then I'm gonna do the same with my divine protection, and the same with my, where is it? Speed of light, that should be at, yeah, sprint. Okay, that works as well. So now I should, they only load in combat, so I'm gonna poke this real quick. Now I should have here my divine protection, my speed of light, and my divine shield. Those are my basically utility spells, my get out of shit spells, and yeah, they're nice and out of the way over here. As you can see, I'll actually just demonstrate. If I pop my speed of light, a timer pops up. I'm just gonna stay in combat for a bit. And once speed of light runs out, it fades out, and as you can see, it's fading in over the duration of the cooldown. And that's a like a lot. I use that on my holy spec as well. If I use an ability like my wings on holy, then just fades back in over the duration of the cooldown. Basically, as you can see, it's getting closer and closer already, so it's becoming less and less opaque. Anyway, let's get started with those final verdict and empowered divine storm things. Final verdict is a buff on me, and so is empowered divine storm. So I'm gonna make 2 icons for that, and go at the top, a new icon, Merb red FV, display, we're gonna make it right here, that's an aura, final verdict. Verdict even, okay, that's not right. I should take 157048. 157048, and he's gonna ask if I want to use the high GPU thingy, but nowadays I have a new PC, so I can actually do that. I actually want to have all these showed basically at all times when I'm working on this. Let's see. So I want this to be showed all times, so I can nice and easy put those in a convenient spot. I think the size 40 should be fine for this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a cooldown with the text in the center Is that big enough? You know what? This is actually fine. I don't need to fiddle too much with the text here. I'm just gonna keep it as is. I'm just gonna make it at 120 something. No, it's gonna be more. Minus 80. No, a bit more. Minus 100. I'm gonna do. This should be like 150 or something. No, a bit more. 60. Yeah, it should be fine. Then my Empowered Divine Storm can come next to it. So, gonna do a new icon. Merb, Red, Empowered Divine Storm. I'm gonna copy those settings from my Merb Red FV. I'm gonna move this 45 pixels more to the left. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do this otherwise real quick. Empowered Divine Storm. Enter. Yeah, that should be okay. That should be fine. Then I can tell if I have both this proc up and this proc up, that I can use Divine Storm. Excuse me. That I can use Divine Storm instead of Final Verdict on single target. I'm doing it this way and not just making one weakauras with basically what I could do, what I was actually thinking about, is just have one big icon here that shows Final Verdict icon all the time, and then I could add 2 triggers to another icon that just has the Divine Storm icon when both these procs are up. So my Final Verdict icon will be replaced by a Divine Storm icon when I need to cast Divine Storm. But I'm not gonna do that because I want to be able to track those independently, just in case I'm not on a purely single target fight and I can use Divine Storm a bit more freely and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the thing. What else did I need? Yes, my 4-piece. What's the name of my 4-piece? Let's see if I do this. Then it's called Blazing Contempt. Okay. We're gonna do that the exact same way. Merb red 4p. How big is this gonna be? I should make this a tiny bit bigger because it's a bit more important to know when I will get 3 holy power instead of 1, basically. And I'll do that 50 on 50. X offsets. That should be 100, I guess. I'm just gonna show a bunch of these again, just so I know where I am on my. That's not a benefit of having this in the group, by the way, just so you can hide and show everything at the same time. Let's see, that's close enough to everything, so this can go over here. The Y offset, I think I was at minus 150, but this one should be a bit lower down, 155, because it's bigger, and it should actually be 122.5. So it's nice and symmetrical. I like symmetrical stuff, so that's the thing as well. Anyway, what was this called again? Blazing Contempt. So now I have that up, and then I can see if this is up, my exorcism will generate a lot of holy power. I don't think that influence is a priority, but that's not really that important. I just want to show you guys how this all works. Now, kind of should also track is how many stacks of Seed of Truth I have. So just in case, no, I'm actually I can track that with my action bar. See, I can drag that over here, and if it's just 2 stacks, yeah, my combat axe in the way now. It's very small though, so I may want to change that around. I'm probably gonna change that around so I can efficiently, basically, keep my Sanctuary at full stacks on 2 targets. What else do I need? I think I would like my Selfless Healer to be shown. just so I know when I have a free instant flight or flight, when I have free global cooldown to help out healing a bit. Yeah, it's something I really can't resist. I'm a healer at heart, so that's just what I do usually. I just try to find ways to help out with the healing all the time. Anyway, then Sanctified Rod, that's what I really want to track as well. So if I pop my wings, I should just track the Vanishing Rod because this doesn't have a timer. Okay, so those are two things we need to track. Where are we gonna put them? And I did this again. Alright guys, show yourself. Right, that should be as much stuff as I need to show actually, but I just want to have the full vision here. And while I am gonna disable my raid cooldowns. So I have this. Where do I want my wings and where do I want myself as healer? I think a good spot for my wings would be right above these two icons. That would make it nice and easy to track basically, because this is where the most important stuff happens. Like I have these procs here to know which holy power finisher I have to use. My most important holy power generator is standing over here, followed by the second, third, and fourth. And then there's like just a few random procs over here. I think my flight of flight stuff could fit like over here with a few random procs space, and then my wings could be over here. I think that should be about all I need. I mean, I could start tracking my rebuke as well, or changing this icon to Hammer of Righteous. There are so many targets in range, but to be honest, I really can't be bothered with that. Oh no! I need to track execution sentence too. Hmm. How are we gonna go about this? Because execution sentence is quite a big thing, you know, because I finished again. I'll show a bunch again, just so I know where it's all at. Final verdict, exorcism, and power divine storm is up. And these should be up. Okay, so where do I put my? I could like make a. No, but that's stupid. That doesn't allow me to track the cooldown. What I was thinking is to make a cooldown bar above these holy power generators for my execution centers basically, and then when it's up I could change that cooldown bar to a progress bar basically to track when it's gonna hit, but I don't really care when it's gonna hit. I just want to know when I fire it off, so that second option doesn't even have to be in there. So I could put it over there. Do I want to put it over there? That's the question. I think I'm gonna keep it simple, have my wings somewhere around here, and yeah, just have a timer for when wings is up, and then when wings is about to come off cooldown, like 15 seconds before that, it can pop up here again. I'm gonna do just do the exact same with execution set. So I have these 4 squares over here, and then I still only need to deal with my self and healer flash of lights. But if I just put that in my action bar, it like gets a spell flag as well if I have 3 stacks. I'll just where is my flash of light? Here it is. So if I just judge this, and the last time, then I just start spell flashing like a madman, and I can just instantly consume it. But I'm not sure if I want to go about it like that. I think I'm gonna make this one smaller to start with at least, so I can track my sensor stacks on the targets as well, since that's like one of the less important things. I don't really need to watch out for it that much, so I'm gonna start with that already. So I'm gonna, instead of this making 50, I'm gonna make it 40 and 40, and this should be 100 there, and this should be 160 because it's got a bit less high there. Okay, new icon. What is the debuff called actually? Censure. Okay. Merb red censure. What I want the trigger to be is my target, a debuff called censure, and I want this to be my own only. Display is gonna be an automatic icon. It's gonna have cooldown like this, and this should be fine. I normally don't really use this that much, but I think for DPS it's much more convenient to have it than for healing or something, because there's not that much you need to do with this. 40 and 40 minus 160, and this should be 145, and then that should be fine. If I find my 4-piece Merb red 4-piece, yeah, that looks nice. I'm happy with that. So what comes here then? My wings, my execution sentence. There's gonna be a few buttons here, well, a few weakauras. First of all, I'm just gonna do the easiest one first. Merb red AW from Avenging Rod. Not that anyone calls it that, but that's how it goes. An aura, Avenging Wrath on the player, a buff. Remaining time I don't need, stack count, own only, not like anyone else gonna cast it on me, so that's fine. Should I do it with this again? Yeah, I'm gonna do it with this again. Normally I just use a timer on there, but if it just tracks the duration, this is fine. It is perfectly fine. My time, yeah, just gonna be in these seconds, so that's good. I'm gonna change the size here to 40, 40, Y offset. This was minus 1, right? So I want it to be 5 pixels apart again. So this should be minus 115. My X offset should be minus 145. And then it just ends up there, which is perfect. And that's the duration. Okay, now I need to know the cooldown. New icon Merb red AWCD, and then I need to make one for when it's ready as well. So it's just gonna be action usable, but for now I'm gonna what was this called again? Status, cooldown progress spell, Avenging Wrath. Remaining time is smaller or equal to 15 seconds. 15 seconds is enough to know when it's, hold on, let me just see what this is. Show on cooldown. Let me just figure this out real quick. So if I want this shown when the spell is on cooldown, yeah, that's correct. If I select always, I think I have it there as well when I can just use it. I'm gonna try that and fix my display here real quick. 40, 40 minus 115 and minus 145. So I'm just gonna try this one out real quick. Yeah, as you can see, it's already standing here. So whip up wings. Have my here. This really is still not as it should be. My thingy. Anyway, not that big of a deal. Do I have Empowered Divine Storm? Actually, because I feel like, because my spell is flashing here, I'm just gonna check when I get my Empowered Divine Storm proc. This isn't right. This isn't right. I don't want this. I'm just gonna do it manually. Just Empowered Divine Storm proc real quick first. Is this? Oh, it's called Divine Crusader. That explains. That explains. Okay, this should be Divine Crusader. There we go. That's a lot better. So, my Avenging Rod button here isn't good. I'm just gonna do it as I always do. Show when on cooldown. Now it should, no, it's gonna pop up in like 12 seconds, so I'm just gonna wait for that. I'll smack at this real quick a bit. Hooray! Let's see, it should pop up very soon. There it is. But it doesn't have a timer on it. It's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna check my Emerald Red symbol up now. Not either. Emerald Rats. Emerald Rat, yeah, it seems to work out fine. It should be okay. And this is my duration for my very close to finish. Right, and then it goes on cooldown and it's gone. Okay. So what I really like to do, yeah, people are gonna complain about it very soon, but when it's on cooldown, like I have this 15-second timer, what I always do with this is I desaturate it, so it's basically grayed out. So I know, okay, there's an icon here, but I can't use it yet. What I'm gonna do here is also put a cooldown on it, so it should pop up like at around this area and then finish up the last bit. So I don't have to do all the text-based things. And then I just need to make one for when it's ready. Let's get to that. An icon. Merb AW ready. And then I'm gonna copy. No. Rename. I forgot my rat in there. Rats. I'm gonna copy my settings from AW here. Change my trigger to status action usable and avenging wrath there, and I'm gonna make this main animation a flash, no, pulse, spin, yeah, that's fine, spiral, no, that's just annoying, shake, 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 pulse, flip. I may actually have it bounce. That seems funny. I'm gonna go with bounce. I'm gonna display automatic icon. That should be okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna. Oh god, it's one of those annoying names. Misty, and then a one of those weird C's. Where the hell is it on my keyboard? I can't find it. It should be here because it's a Belgian keyboard. So there. And that's an alt, a level 2 warlock. Oh god. Alright. That is my Avenging Rod, and as you can see it's being incredibly annoying here, so I'm just only gonna load it in combat, player class, paladin, talent specialization, retribution. In combat, player class, paladin, talent specialization, retribution. In combat, player class, paladin, talent specialization, retribution. Right. I'm gonna just do this because I really don't like these strings loading when I don't need them. It doesn't really make all that much of a difference, but I just like to have things a bit clean like that. And the Empowered Divine Storm, Final Verdict, Clear Class, Paladin, Down Specialization, Retribution, and the rest should be done like this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep these here because I like that. And yeah, okay. Anyway, next up, I'm gonna do the same as these for my execution sentence. It's gonna be actually I don't only need it's usable and the cooldown, so I don't need this the progress bar. I don't need that. So new one, an icon, Merb red ES, copy settings from, and then what did I put here? AW right, cooldown, trigger, execution, sentence. There, and that's well not completely done. I need to edit this space here 100. So that's one, and then just usable. So ready, Merb ES, no red ES, ready. Is this one called the same? This should be called CD. With a CD behind it. There we go. ES ready. Yeah, if you guys are complaining about this, I do tend to take this nice and slow because well, I don't want to mess things up and I want to do it properly and I quite enjoy doing it as well, so might as well. Anyway, a trigger called, yeah, my bad, execution sentence, and the display, this one should go to -100. There. So if I'm just gonna test these out real quick. Yeah, I can wings. Usually, I do this. I hammer it. I hammer threads, final threads, Crusader Strike, hammer thread, final verdicts, hammer threads, exorcism, hammer threads, verdict, hammer thread, verdicts, hammer thread. Need one more in. That's we actually made this fine. So anyway, let's see. My execution sentence is about to get ready, and they works there. Execution sentence start bouncing, so I can use that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this works out right now. This is good. I'm quite pleased with this. Right, I should do my Empowered Divine Storm. It's up again, Empowered Divine Storm. Just empowered, no final verdict yet, but I'm gonna get it soon though, so I need to do this. Right, this seems to work quite well. Is this in the correct position? If I do this, I need a timer for this, for my Blazing Contempt. And that's all there is to it then. Merb Rats B, 4B, okay. And we're gonna make this cooldown like this, and that's that then. What else are we gonna do? We have our wings, we have our execution sentence, we have our censure, we have our 4-piece, we have all our rotational abilities, we have holy power, we have our criteria when to divine storm and when not to divine storm. Yeah, then we have that last one, or self. I'm not really sure I want those in, to be honest. I mean, should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? Let's just see where we can put them if we do this. So let's see. Let's just load everything that I want loaded. I'll turn off these real quick because they're kind of in the way. Right, so Empowered Divine Storm is listed, Censure is listed, Crusader yeah, okay, this one should be there. Exorcism, Exorcism, Final Verdict, Holy Power, Hammer of Wrath, Hammer of Wrath, Judgment, and Judgment. So, this is what we have for Retribution at the moment. I missed my 4-piece. 4-piece. This is what we have for Retribution at the moment. Do we still add ourselves as healer? I mean, I wouldn't mind putting it here, but it should actually go with these. But I don't want to put them too much like in the middle of my screen, because I would rather put it like somewhere over here. Just being then asymmetrical, and I don't like asymmetrical, so I think I'm just gonna leave it out. That it's gonna make it myself a bit easier. Otherwise, I have to like make a weakauras that has both the stacks and the timer, like my seal of truth here. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. Right. I hope it's something from weakauras from this. This is basically all the kind of stuff you can very easily do with very basic knowledge of weakauras. As you can see, I didn't do any special things. I didn't do any groups, any special animations, any dynamic groups, like special combat log type scanning things. So this is all very simple. And if you want, I can probably put it on Pastebin and put the link to the Pastebin page as well in the description of the video. Just let me know if you want to have it. And that will be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.